What if the secret to wealth wasn't hidden in some modern finance app or trendy investment strategy, but in a conversation that happened 4,000 years ago in the heart of ancient Babylon? Hello, welcome back to the Fin's Summary, where timeless financial wisdom meets your modern journey. In today's episode, we dive into Chapter 3 of The Richest Man in Babylon, the 7 Cures for a Lean Purse, a chapter that turns ancient wisdom into a step-by-step financial blueprint you can actually use. Let's brief recap of Chapter 1 and 2. In the last chapters, we met Bansir and Kabi, two friends trapped in the cycle of hard work but empty pockets. Tired of dreaming about wealth, they turned to Arkad, the richest man in Babylon, to learn his secrets. And Arkad didn't disappoint. He promised to share the same teachings that helped him rise from a humble scribe to a man of massive fortune. Today, he begins fulfilling that promise by teaching 7 specific cures, the first real steps to financial healing. Let's begin. First cure: start the purse to fattening. Arkad's first advice is surprisingly simple: save at least 1/10 of all you earn. Every gold piece you save, he says, is a slave that works for you. Think of it this way: if you make $10,000 a month, keep $1,000 for yourself always. Not to spend, not to lend, just to let it grow. It's about paying yourself first before the world takes its share. Second cure: control the expenditures. Now that you're saving 10%, the second cure is about managing the remaining 90%. Arkad reminds us needs will always grow to match income unless we learn to differentiate between desires and necessities. He says, budget the expenses so that thou mayest have coins to pay for the necessities, to pay the debts, and to pay for thy future joys. In short, live below your means always. Third cure: make the gold multiply. This is where wealth really begins to build. Arkad tells his students to invest their savings so it earns more, and those earnings earn even more. He's talking about compound interest long before banks ever existed. Don't just save, grow your savings. Fourth cure: guard the treasures from loss. Here comes a warning: don't take foolish risks. Arkad says, consult with wise men. Guard the treasure from unsafe investments. In today's language, don't fall for get-rich-quick schemes, shady crypto coins, or double your money traps. Every coin you save took effort. Protect it like your future depends on it, because it does. Fifth cure: make of the dwelling a profitable investment. Arkad encourages home ownership not just emotionally, but financially. He says, own your home and your expenses will be less. In modern terms, stop throwing rent down the drain. Build equity. Build stability. Build pride. Your home should be more than shelter. It should be a step toward financial freedom. Sixth cure: ensure a future income. No one stays young forever. Arkad tells us to prepare for days when our strength fades and we can no longer earn actively. That means insurance, long-term savings, retirement funds, whatever it takes to create passive income. Prepare now or suffer later. Those are the only 2 outcomes. Seventh cure: increase the ability to earn. The final cure is powerful: invest in yourself. The more wisdom we know, Arkad says, the more we may earn. Your income is tied to your value, and your value is tied to your effort to grow. Key takeaways. Let's quickly recap the 7 cures for a lean purse. Save 10% of what you earn. Live below your means. Invest your savings wisely. Avoid risky or foolish losses. Own your home to reduce long-term expenses. Plan for retirement or old age income. Keep improving your skills to increase your earning power. Each cure alone is helpful, but together, they become a complete financial lifestyle. Bansir and Kabi sat in that classroom with hope in their hearts and questions in their minds, just like many of us today. What Arkad gave them wasn't magic. It wasn't a shortcut. It was discipline, structure, and ancient truth. Now, the question is, will we use it? If this video made you think, reflect, or even smile, do one thing right now. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next chapter. Leave a comment with your favorite cure, or share how you plan to apply it. And remember, the journey to wealth is slow, but steady steps win the race. Until next time, keep learning, keep saving, and keep building your Babylon.